Howdy, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Pugnacia on Crystal Isles. As you can see, we have some very interesting looking walls behind us, and we're on a platform in the water. So, I wanted to show you guys all of this and give you a tour of our brand new base. I've been working on this for like 2 weeks or so, trying to get all the materials together and get the base built and just really make a nice place for us to continue on our journey through the Pugnacia mod. So let's see. Oh, we got a little peek there, but so we're actually on a platform saddle on our wonderful zombie lead 60th. So she's hanging out in there. This spot was basically the one that I found that was easiest to kind of close off and make safe, that she could still fit in, because obviously she's a big, huge, massive fish. And I didn't know until I went to make a saddle that the only saddle available for them is the platform saddle. So we could make a cool water adventure base on her if we wanted to. She's pretty strong, but right now she's just on neutral. She's keeping stuff out of this water so that when we get other tames, we can put them in here as well and breed stuff if we need to. Now, these walls are part of the Pugnacia mod. They're called colossal walls, and they were very expensive to build. We put some up there so stuff doesn't drop down off the top, and we put them just around our water pen and then around our base, which is so great that it just turned night right now because you can see it all lit up and beautiful. If we head this way, now our space is rather large because I know that some of the dinos we're going to tame eventually are going to be pretty large. And I like to have a couple things out and kind of show them off. So, as you can see, this is my first build all on my own, besides the first base that we built that's a large build on Ark ever. So, there are a couple little chinks in the armor, so to speak, that I missed, and little things that don't line up quite right. But you know what? It's good enough. So I wanted to get on the bird so I could give you kind of a fly around. So we've got our little castle pillars there, or whatever you call them. Towers. Towers is the word. Part of the Eco's Technicore mod was these really cool holographic statues, I guess. So I put some of those up because I thought they just looked really nice, and they light up and they spin around. This one's a griffin. There's our wisp is around somewhere. I threw it off my shoulder and somehow it just like floated to the ceiling. So I don't know what it's doing, but it eats meat, so there's meat in the trough, and that's good enough. So if we land on the roof, oh, let me show you back here. So back here, there is a bunch of stuff that kind of keeps spawning in this area. These crazy nameless dudes spawn, and they create, what are they called, Ovis minions, and they come and try to kill everything. So I've got a little pack of aloes out here from the couple that I tamed just randomly because they were nice looking. So they're all stuck together right now in typical Ark fashion, but they are on a little dino leash. There's a sneaky little trough under there, so I check them periodically to see if they've picked up anything cool. I haven't checked them since I started recording today, but I also put spike walls around the base of the base just because I know that some of these larger creatures, if they were to get past them, the dino leash only goes to about here. They could potentially damage the base, and I think it also looks kind of cool. It makes it a little like a fortress. So yeah, the wall goes all the way back here and then to that rock. So it's not like the most massive space or anything like that. Look how pretty it is at night. Love it. So anyway, let's start, I guess we'll start on the porch. So I can, oh yeah. She's good. I forgot. Oh, she can't swim. Why did I think she could swim? I'll get her in a minute. So we've got our super cool underwater torches. Now, I know in the new Ark, the remastered Ark Survival Ascended, you can no longer paint the torch flames, which I think is disappointing because the brightest light in the game, of course, is a painted sparkler skin, which I don't even know if that is available in anymore. well, she just flew off to nowhere. Okay, we'll find her later. Not a big deal. The Pugnacia crop plots are so cool. They don't require fertilizer. They don't require water. They have like a they when you place them down, they have unicorn poop in them, which I thought was cool. What is that? Oh, I've never seen that crap before. I've never used these before, but anyway. So they produce the seeds, they produce the fruits in ridiculous amounts. We'll probably never use those, but I thought they looked pretty. But yeah, they come with this singular piece of unicorn poop that I guess works for forever. Maybe if we make that snowman, maybe he'll make that also. I don't know exactly, but in any case, so I thought those were really pretty. They made a nice addition. I don't know where that featherlight went. We've got Chef out here. He's not cooking anything right now. We've also got Cole, who was the better of the two mammoths we got. I think I did get a mate for her in my off time. I'll have to look. But we also put these out here. So just like the other one, it does have the super cool unicorn poop in it. It doesn't ever want to let me act. Oh, I have to look at the crop pot. Anyway, and they look really cool. So they make all these. We have 46,000 of these plant species sea fruits, which are like flashbangs. So, but I thought they looked really cool. The Pugnacia crop pots are really nice looking. They add a little bit of. You all right there? Okay. They add a little bit of color and. Oh, this is it. Hmm. I wonder why it's doing. Whatever. So if we come inside to our big castle here, we set up a bunch of the really cool. I love the holographic dinosaurs, and they're spinning around, and we've got a male specimen, a drop, this really cool little tablet deal, which looks like it's got a heart on it. I don't know if you can do anything different to them or make them do anything different. I haven't explored that far. And then this one is a little less bright, but it's got like statistics for the humans on there. So in any case, if we come in and we go over here, this is kind of our cooking area. We got Kem and Bench over here, our little toads. They're hanging out. I was going to build a greenhouse, but then I remembered that we have this guy. And if we put seeds in here, it just automatically makes the fruit. So when we get to making kibble and stuff, which I don't really know if kibble's all that important with their taming speed, but we may need to use it to make the special kibble. It's like a single use golden kibble or something like that. But in any case, we have our little color station here, which is full of all kinds of colors, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. And as you may have noticed, I have on my manticore armor, I finally got the last piece of that, and I painted it up, and I think it looks beautiful. We already showed the fridge in the last, or on our last base, so we moved the fridge over. Of course, we've got our preserving bin, which holds things that these fruits, for whatever reason, can't go in the fridge. I don't know why, so they're in there. We have a regular chem bench as a backup. And then this is our little water tank. Hide connected pipes. See if that works. For some reason, it wasn't. There we go. Okay, so whenever I logged in again, it showed the pipes again. But anyway, so the pipes go down through the building into the little water out there, which is another reason why I picked this spot. All the colors actually came from this really cool looking dude here. This is a Gerbobros Jerboa. For those of you who are too young and might not know, Bob Ross was a painter, and he had this kind of cool hair. So the Bob Jerboa has this cute little paintbrush, and if you set them on Wander, they make paint for you. And I will show you this in really cool Giga holographic there. I made this room just kind of as a, I don't know, as a room, and I had cordoned it off like this so that we could put So Mr. Bob Ross is up here to wander and make the paint. But unbeknownst to me, they don't actually they don't actually wander. They just stand by each other. And so I actually made a bunch of babies. And so we've got, well, I got rid of them, but we had a bunch of babies from them. I kept the coolest looking one. I had neutered the male, but I had three, a male and two females out, and they were like breeding like crazy and making all these paints. And then I realized that I really probably didn't need that many. So he's just out. He's just hanging out because he looks cool. And I don't think I need any more paint right now. I am not a fan of painting stone buildings, so I probably won't paint that. But we have plenty to paint our armor and like our weapons and stuff should we need to. We also got a little Ovis right there. The male, of course, with the horns. It's that really pretty teal color that I like with like reddish horns. So I don't know what we're doing with him yet. He's hanging out. We moved our crafting station over here. We're still cooking metal. And I found out that these that we had, these Pugnacia tall storage lockers, they only hold 120. So I kept them just because we had already made them and put them up here just for aesthetic. And then I put air conditioners up here for babies. But I found out that the S Plus vault, because when I was moving, I had to make one to put all my stuff in, then I could organize it when I got here. If you name the vault, it shows you on the outside what you named it. And it's cyan, which just made it perfect because that's one of my colors. So got everything organized. I guess still got a regular smithy over here because we do need to occasionally repair some of our armor pieces. And as you can see, it says can be repaired at smithy. That does not allow you to do it at the Pugnacia smithy. So we had to keep the regular smithy. That's fine. We've got our cute little bulb dog smithy over here with all of our mats in there. We collected so much wood and stone and fiber and thatch just from clearing, and sand, I guess, just from clearing out this area out here to build the base. So I think we'll be good on stone for forever. I don't like the spike walls are sticking through the wall, but I honestly couldn't be bothered to change it. So it kind of gives us a little aesthetic there. A little different because it's kind of, the walls and stuff are kind of boring in here. Yeah, see, Wisp is up there. I don't know what he's doing. I did get my little corner lights up there, which was not an easy task. Because the feather light, which we've now lost, flies so fast. But anyway, we got those set up. If we go up these stairs, I finally got the spiral stairs to work like I wanted. It's fabulous. So if we go up here, this is kind of my little bedroom area. We've got our personal grave. We've got a couple beds. We've got a nice fire going. We've got this little bookshelf up here, which we will use for like, I don't know. I was gonna say we'll put like weapons in there and stuff so that we can save. If we're gonna go run caves, we might have different armor that we do that for, and we'll leave that in there. If you keep going up, I don't know what this little space is gonna be for yet. Oh my gosh, stairs. They look great, but they're difficult to use. I don't know what this room is gonna be, if it's even gonna be anything at this point. I don't know. We'll see. Might just be a little display area for a creature we get or something. So if you keep going up, and we had to crouch to the door because for some reason I could not get that to line up correctly. It looks like you can walk through it just fine. It's gonna make me a liar, but for some reason when you're coming up the stairs, it just doesn't line up just right. But that's okay, because in most cases we're probably gonna fly up here. And then these towers, like you saw from inside, they don't really have anything in them. We may make them into rooms later, put a door here, and make them into rooms later for something if we need it. And then the last thing to show you is we have a little hatch frame in here and this little door, and we can climb up and down in here, which is of course the room with the fence on the other wall. So that's it really for the base tour. We might add another deco mod just to see if we can make it a little more homey looking. I love this back wall. kind of keep stuff safe because we'll probably end up using the roof for breeding large creatures if we get to that point. I'm not sure what exactly all you get to tame on here that's special. We've seen lots of cool different stuff so far, but we're still definitely learning the mod and figuring out where to go next. All that aside, I still have yet to find a conflagrant Anki. So that is the next part of our mission here. And now that we've seen the base, I do want to just stop for just a second and say, if you like the video, please give it a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot. I've got, I think, 1,500 views so far across the channel, and only 28 of you have subscribed. So if you really enjoy the channel and you like what we're doing and you want to see more, please drop a subscription, and that will make sure you stay up to date on all of our new videos. Let's see if we can. I don't know what happened. Oh, speaking of losing tames, I have no idea what happened to Sorcha. Just like that Featherlight, I think she may have flown up to the mesh. And I don't know why that happened, but I cannot find Sorcha anywhere. The last time I saw her was when I picked this base spot out. I was using her to fly back and forth and back and forth and back and forth to get all the stuff. And I had landed her just on that side of the fence. I looked in the tribe log. She hasn't died. I don't find her in any of the in any of the storage containers we have here. She's not in the fridge. She's not in the cryo. It's not a cryo fridge. What is it called? Soul terminal. So I don't know. I don't know what happened to Sorcha. So we're going to use Baja instead, who was our original friend, and maybe we'll find Sorcha along the way. I need to find all my gear that I was carrying around. So I just officially like finished the base, and I wanted to show you guys kind of right away. So why don't we gather our stuff? I have been picking up lots and lots of drops. Open. So we've got, obviously I did get quite a bit better gear. I think this is it must be the skin black armor. I found that in a drop. As I was flying back and forth from the beach base to here, we're kind of in the middle central area of the map now, if you look. Okay, maybe not really in the center, but you see where the home marker is. I need to replant the home marker for here, so we're kind of more in the middle. We have quicker access and stuff. We don't have to fly all the way out to the edge of those islands to get to our house, and it's marked by a giant mountain, so hopefully I will be able to find it easier. So we did get some new armor and stuff. We got lots of new weapons. I'm really excited about these long neck rifles that I picked up, because as we saw in the last episode, we were finally able to make a bunch of those taming darts, the actual darts that go in the rifle. So some of them aren't as good as others, but I got, these 2 over 600 ones, which means that we should be able to tame stuff pretty easily. Let's see, what else do we need? We got a really good chainsaw, which I don't really know what we're going to use that for with the saving rates as high as they are. We did get a good compound bow. I don't know if we have any metal arrows made up, but we could make some pretty easily. I got this Ascendant shotgun. And now it's not a pump action shotgun, so it is just the 2 shots and you have to reload it. But being that it's that high of damage, it will be pretty helpful should we get into a situation. Let's see, what else do we have? Got some good crossbows. Because I had made, I think, that's a really good crossbow. We'll probably take that with us just for the sake of having something on us. And then we have our fishing rods. These are little, I don't actually know what this does. This helped us pick up the base, because I don't like to leave the base just chilling over there. But and an extra spyglass. So I don't really know what this does yet, but I made it just so we could play with it and see kind of what happened. And other than that, we did pick up some really good saddles as well. I think we had a mammoth saddle that I need to go put on Cole. Excuse me. And of course we have our skins and stuff too. And I think we also got a good Inky saddle if we ever find a conflagrant Inky. Oh yeah, this guy. So why don't we take that with us? We'll throw that on Cole out there. And did we get a good Spino saddle? Let's see. No. Do we have any aloe saddles? No. Okay. That should be good enough for now. Let's visit the ammo box and see. I made a ton of these. So remember we had Cam and Bench, the little toads over there, making tons and tons of gunpowder. So we did get a bunch of these. And I don't know if we really need to carry that many. Probably, I think 125 is probably plenty. I would kind of like to use these up first, but in all reality, I'm probably not going to do that. So, let's see what it takes to make. I think you have to make metal arrows in the fabricator, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay. So because I think they take one metal and one poly, maybe. Yes. Okay. So, oh, they take CP too. Cool enough for that? We can. All right. Let's go ahead and have that make all of those. We won't worry about it right now. Baja is still really strong, even though she is not as strong as Sorcha was. I wish we had gotten a male and bred Sorcha for a backup before I lost her, but it is what it is. So let's actually move this here, this here, this here, here. I don't seem to remember these guys making so much noise before, but I guess they do. Oh. Yeah, she's just got a basic saddle. So we'll go ahead and put this on her. Should something... Huh? What? Oh. You can't put an ink saddle on a mammoth, can you? Okay, I was like, why is this not working? Should something decide that it's going to attack her or our Spino here, they are... I believe they're on neutral... No, they're not, because the Spino kept trying to climb over the building. Anyway, at least they won't take too much damage. The aloes are on neutral. I expect they may come around to, like, here, should these guys get attacked. So, we'll see. I did get a breeding mate for Chef as well. So, we may mate those at some point, just because we kind of keep losing the dinos keep disappearing. We're going to fly up the mesh real quick and see if we can see our feather lights. Put our spyglass on, because I don't know where else Sorcha would be. Or at the mesh. I don't know what happened to it. How strange. That was my favorite featherlight. Dang. Okay, well. So, well, I guess now y'all can kind of see better where we are. We are right next to the Wyvern Hive. We are a little bit past the edge of the beach here. And then this is like a small metal mountain, but inside this little bay area, I guess, is where the blood wyverns, the wild ones that you can tame passively, that they actually spawn in here. So, oh my gosh, that makes me completely forget. Okay, we probably aren't going Inky taming right now, but I just remembered I did swing by the Wyvern Trench, and I happened to pick up and I feel bad because you guys didn't get to go with me on this adventure. I was like, I'll just swing by there. There's probably not anything. I'll pick up the eggs, make sure they're not expiring, things like that. Oh, there's the featherlight. Well, that was okay. Whatever works, I guess. Okay, so we found the featherlight. Yay! What are you doing up here? I'm glad she didn't fly higher than that. I don't know if I can whistle her from here. Oh, she's going up again. Stop. There we go. Okay. So, went to the Wyvern Trench, and I happened to pick up an amazing egg. I thought, there's no way that there's going to be a great egg the first time I go out in an easy to access nest. Like, of course that's not going to happen. But it did. And I will have to show you guys what we might actually do is put this egg down to hatch and start that guy raising, because as I told you before, I love ember wyvern. So that's why I was going to the fridge earlier, because I was going to show you guys. I also got the magmasaur egg. Remember we talked about that when we were still looking for Ankies. We'll just hold on to that for a bit. That's the level 200. That's the first one I grabbed, and I was like, yeah. And, led the wyverns away, came back real quick, and I found a level 600 ember crystal wyvern egg, and I had to, of course, grab it. I think the max level for wyverns is 640, if I'm not mistaken. So let's hatch this guy, and then we'll call it a day. Let him raise up and get his imprint and all that, and then in the next episode, we'll take him out, or her. Take the ember wyvern out with us. No! Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I asked me. Almost ate the egg. That would have been terrible. And be like, and we failed again. All right, so let's hatch this big guy. Oh, I forgot the baby pickup was on. I also didn't know it was going to hatch that fast. So that was a little bit anticlimactic, wasn't it? It did come out a female. Level 600. Got some basic colors, but as we know, we have that super cool painting gun. We might like the way it looks, but let's throw this lady out. And actually, why don't we throw her out on the roof where it's nice bright right now. Don't look at my horrible my horrible wall line up there. I've tried to fix it twice, and I'd have to take down that whole wall, I think. All right. So, let's throw this pretty girl out. It's funny how all of our wyverns have been girls so far. All right, so she is just basic colors. We're not going to get an imprint because she's too fast. We'll have to have Darklink look at our imprint, because that's... Did it grow up? I think it did. Was it fully? Nope, it's still a baby. So it says cuddle in 9 seconds, but it said 9 minutes. And it's going to be adult in 5 seconds. So we're not going to make it anyway. So that's okay. We'll go ahead and let her finish growing up in 3.5 seconds here. And what we can do is we can have... There she goes. We can have Darklink look at the settings for the imprints and see if we can fix that. If not, I know that there is the nanny. S plus nanny would... I don't know if it automatically imprints it, or if it has to wait until it's ready, or if it can force imprint it. I don't know if that does that or not. I'll look into that for us. But yeah, so here we have our beautiful, beautiful ember wyvern. I don't know why her leg is... Oh, it's the reflection from the from the wisp. We will probably paint her, because orange is not my favorite. But oh, I love it. The smaller, faster, sleeker fire wyvern, the ember wyvern, and of course the glow in the dark. So with all that, I thank you guys so much for watching this episode with me and hope you enjoyed the base tour. If you did like it, go ahead and put a like on the video. If you want to see more and see if we finally get that flagrant Anki in our next episode, please go ahead and subscribe. That way you can stay up to date on all of our videos. And y'all come back now, you hear?